All right, Chris Jeremiah. So you were going to talk a little bit more about the Yella Beezy situation. Go ahead and break it down.
Yeah, so in my opinion, Yella Beezy deserved everything because he could have squashed the beef. It didn't have to go that far to where he had to step on Mo3 because it was plenty occasions where it could have been squashed. You could have dropped it. You could have met up with him. You could have it was plenty occasions, but because you felt like he was treating you like a light skin and he was bullying you, he was tying you and doing all of this and that. When you met up with Roy Lee to fight, you didn't want to fight. You didn't fight Roy Lee by yourself. You had him jump. You feel what I'm saying? You had Roy Lee jump. You ain't even fight him yourself. You had Rainwater jump. You ain't even fight him yourself. Every time Mo3 popped out on you, it was around you. The police popped out. So you could have seen Mo3 at the show in Frisco and be like, "Hey, bro, let me chop it up with you." I ain't known that, bro. I ain't known that. You ain't do that though. You called the police allegedly. Allegedly, somebody called the police. It probably wasn't you, but you spoke to this person, and this person was like, "Oh, it's a problem. We need to call the police to get Mo3 out of here." You feel what I'm saying? So it was plenty times where you could have squashed it. It didn't have to go to that level, but y'all is talking on y'all songs. Y'all is showing Mo3 that we don't want to be cool with you. We want to get gangster. But y'all didn't want to get gangster. Trap Boy and Yella B. Y'all ain't want to get gangster for real. Y'all was going to pay people to get gangster. Y'all didn't want to get gangster with that boy. So, it's different type of gangsters. Everybody not a Mo3 type of gangster, you feel me? But a lot of people say Mo3 lost the war because he died. Nah, that was just his fate. He was that type of gangster. You don't win the war necessarily because you lived. Nah, you don't win the war because you live. I don't go for that. I don't go for that because Mo3 still winning. He still sell more records than them. His family still gonna get took care of. He still get more views than them. He's still more talked about. He's still more relevant. All of that. He's still more relevant than all the Texas artists that come from the streets. You feel me? When it comes to gangster music, gangster rap, and then street artists, Mo3 still more relevant. He still sell more records than them. He still do more views than all of them. That's why they left him off the Pick Six song because he was better than all of them. So it's still sad that it came to where it came to, but at the end of the day, Trap Boy, Yella Beezy, Trap Boy still going on a goofy run, dissing, kinda talking about the beef. Yella Beezy still quiet because he really got something to do with it. So they still moving like flunkies for real. They not moving. They not moving how they. Yella, no, I'm not. I'm gonna take that back. Yella Beezy moving how he supposed to. He's standing on business for sure. But it could have been prevented. You ain't had to serve no time for that. Sit in no jail. Have to bond out. Go broke. You feel me? Cause you was being scary. You ain't want to fight the man. So yeah, the blogs is right. You was scary, bro. You could have been fought him, and it could have been squashed. You feel me? Y'all could have just fought, kept y'all distance from each other. Y'all ain't have to be cool.
Yeah, and I think, man, they could have probably just played away from each other, like you're saying, man. But here we are today, Mo3 dead and gone. Yellow Beezy looking at some serious, serious charges, man.
Yup.
Now, okay, for a second there, you talked about something that I want to get into next, Chris Jeremiah. Now, I want to talk about this whole Rolling 60 Rico, aka Operation Drawdown in
Mm-hmm.
LA. Now, you've been over there on No Jumper as a guest before, and you've given your take on the couch, and you politic with all the podcasters over there and stuff. And recently, two of their podcasters, or two of the people who are panelists who talk on No Jumper, ended up getting arrested. Brick Baby and Loose Cannon. And a well-known figure on the West Coast, Big U.
And
What did you and
and
four extras out now, and Crip Mac, he's serving his federal bid. I talked to him not too long ago. He's just trying to do his time. But for this recent arrest,
how long he
what do you
got?
think?
How long Crip Mac got?
I think I want to say he has another 2 years, but don't quote me on that. You know what I mean?
I thought he had 15.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know the breakdown. I don't ask him about that because even if you our last interview we did over the phone, it was a couple months back. We didn't talk about that. We just talked about like him running fades and little topics, like stuff that could get his mind off of that. But next time I might pry a little bit, but I try not to bring it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you kind of, it's one of those things. But with that being said, a lot of the things that's going on over there on this Rico case, No Jumper got lumped in there because a lot of the interviews and things that they've had were listed in the summary or the indictment that came forward from the Department of Justice. Mm-hmm. What do you think about this whole situation, man?
I think No Jumper is Federal Bureau of Investigation. And they're like, the Gang Mountain. You feel what I'm saying? They help with the Gang Mountain. You know what I'm saying? What Lil Durk say? Why real niggas something in the gang leaders under that mountain. You feel what I'm saying? That's what No Jumper help out with. They just put the whole case together. You feel what I'm saying? And then you just heard Adam 22 say he going broke. I'm gonna tell y'all why he going broke. It's because the federal, the FBI, the CIA, whatever the hell, the operation is over. They pulled funding. He was being funded by the government. He was being funded by the FBI and the police. The government and the police. That's what he was being funded by. And the operation is over. They got the gang leader. They got the people under that mountain. They got the people who was running, who was working for the gang leader. They got the gang leader number one stepper. They got the other person who the number 2 and the number 3. You feel what I'm saying? They got the number 1, the number 2, and the number 3, and then they got it all the way down to the number 16. You feel what I'm saying? All the way through who? No Jumper.
Now, do you think that Adam 22 is really personally broke? I think he's still paid. Like he's got millions personally. I think maybe his company, he's just trying to, he's trying to work out the kinks, and maybe there's an issue there. Because he specifically said that No Jumper is broke. He didn't say he was personally broke. So you see how his company could go broke, but he could still be sitting on millions?
No, he not sitting on millions. Maybe a few $100,000. You feel what I'm saying? His wife, he might be sitting on millions. You feel me? But he's not sitting on millions no more. He not sitting on millions. Maybe a few. I say he got 600,000 at most. He don't got no goddamn. Yo, YouTube been bullshitting. So I know his views. YouTube been bullshitting. So I know he know you No Jumper. Yeah, like when I look at the people we got on the cast now, bro, them people is strictly working for the clout, and they not really trying to get no money for real. They really just working to be on the platform. He don't got money like that no more. 600K is cool, but when you think of you paying 25K a month in rent for the building, he finna downsize the building. He probably got to downsize his house. You feel me? His wife is the breadwinner. I'm just put it like that. His wife is the.
I was gonna say that point. They've got separate entities. So he's got the Plug Talk entity. He's got all sorts of different things going on. So I'm pretty sure and confident that he's still sitting on a couple million somewhere, be it through his wife's their joint business or something, man.
Through his wife, not him. He don't got over 2 million. I promise you. I guarantee he got 600K. If he had $2 million, he wouldn't have to sell No Jumper to DJ Vlad. And I talked to him. I talked to Adam. I said, why DJ Vlad disrespecting you like this? Me personally, I wouldn't accept this type of disrespect of him saying he would buy No Jumper.
You out.
I told Adam that. And what did Adam say? He said, that's my boy. I spoke to him last night. I said, I had a feeling y'all negotiated the No Jumper buy. He just liked it. I said, oh no. After that, I said, but keep going. Everybody want to see you fail, including me.
Nah, I definitely don't want to see them fail because that platform has been around as far as hip hop and YouTube since the inception. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Vlad TV. A lot of those platforms, DJ Academics, it's like they're like ingrained in the hip hop space on social media.
No, Adam 22 is the Eminem of podcasting to me, of hip hop podcast. He the Eminem of the culture when it comes to that lane. But he don't got no millions put up. He definitely got about 600K max, and that would be it. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because he don't make good content. He don't know how to content create. That's why you're going broke. You don't know how to content create, bro. You don't know how to create content. The people who knew and the people you hiring don't know how to create content. You feel what I'm saying? The people you hiring don't have any expertise in the lane that they talking about. They not students of the game. They not people who really come from this culture of knowing the history of music. They not music heads. That's why you can't create. That's why y'all content creation trash. That's why you losing money. You need people who really students of the game, really been in the industry, really been through the trenches of studying the history of music, studying the history of all these different subsets of genres within the music. They just up there to go viral. That's it. They not trying to create content. They just trying to go viral, and it's a difference. It's a difference. People who really care about the craft. People who really care about putting some quality out there. You feel me? And that's why he gonna go broke. That's why he going broke, because he not caring about the quality of what he putting out. He not trying to create. He not trying to pioneer no more. He never was. He just was interviewing people, and stuff was popping up from there. You feel me? But if you don't change your, what hour on, you keep doing the same thing, you crazy. You just doing the same thing. You just interviewing people, and then no, you need to create content, bro. You need to create. You just repetitive at this point.
Yeah, it's definitely a situation where you gotta keep hitting them with something new, man, and changing and ever evolving. But I don't know, man. I think 5-10 years from now, we'll still be seeing No Jumper up there. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, of course. He make enough money to keep. He gonna make enough money to keep it going. Of course, like it ain't just gonna go bankrupt and shut down and completely go to zero. Nah, if there's a will, there's a way. You feel what I'm saying? If there's a will, there's a way. But No Jumper, where he getting 10 million views on interviews, like that's over with. He might do 600Ks on the interview. You feel what I'm saying? But other than that, it's like he not doing no millions of views on no interviews no more. That's over with. That's over with. It's not happening no more. We done heard everything. We done seen everything. All your cast done went to jail. And plus, when people see the stigma around No Jumper is federal, police. You come here, you going to jail. Everybody done been up there and went to jail or died or some crazy ish like that. So no, nobody gonna want to be up there for real. Nobody gonna want to associate with him like that, because he not focusing on quality. He not focusing on a niche. He don't have a niche no more. He just all over the place. Vlad has a niche. You feel what I'm saying? Academics has a niche. So
Yeah, they've almost cornered their markets. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anything big happens with the mainstream hip hop, you know to go to academics to see his live reaction or something like that. You just know. That's why when the whole Drake versus Kendrick beef was going on, his numbers were like through the roof, like insane, like insane videos, like numbers that he was getting, because it's like he's a staple in that. And No Jumper for West Coast hip hop is that staple. So what do you think? Okay, with this indictment coming down, what do you think that says going forward with West Coast podcasters who are also affiliated with gangs and things of that nature?
No Jumper just completely saturated the market out there. If you ain't No Jumper, you not really anybody. You just not nobody. I'm gonna tell you, No Jumper. I'm gonna tell you how to save your platform. You need to go back to New Hampshire or wherever you said you was from. You need to leave LA, and you need to put your back against the wall to actually create content that's not revolved around gang violence and just pure effery. You feel what I'm saying? That's how you gonna come up and save No Jumper and reach a new height. Cause you basing all your content off of people going to jail, people indicting themselves, incriminating themselves, and you don't want that. You feel me? You creating storylines of people going to jail. That's all you doing. You know what you doing, bro. You Grand Mason. You Grand Mason for real. That's his real name, Adam Grand Mason. When I found out, I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think he's ever admitted any affiliation with that organization, though, right?
Oh yeah, of course. No.
Okay, well, man, let's leave that alone, and let's go to our final topic I wanted to ask you about. And this is an interesting one, man. Quavo. Now, you had a video that went viral on every platform where you talked about Quavo and a young lady you were dealing with, who was actually dealing with Quavo as well, and how, Quavo was real friendly and didn't mind, sharing the love as far as money and support and things like that. And you were kind of reaping the benefits of a lot of that. Now, in recent history, something has changed. Could you elaborate on what's going on with that situation?
Yeah, it's goofiness, man. It's like, okay, so I was peeping the comments and all of that, but at the same time, it's like I never thought it would happen for real. I was dealing with this girl for a couple years. You feel me? So I don't regret nothing though, cause I enjoyed a lot of fruits of his label. You feel what I'm saying? No Diddy, that sounded kind of Diddy-ish. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, the comments wore me, bro. The comments wore me. Soon as y'all fall out, she gon' you feel me? I stopped messing with her, blocked the number. She did something that pissed me off, blocked the number. You know what I'm saying? Stop messing with her. But here's the thing about the women I be messing with. They always do something to specifically get at me. That's why I know I win. I don't care what you do, what you did. I always win because you do it to get my attention. It's always to get my attention. Yes, Quavo sent my shorty thousands of dollars, dozens of thousands of dollars, and she blessed my game with it. I'm not a pimp. Again, do not call me a pimp. I'm not a pimp. This was my girlfriend at the time. She know Quavo don't want her. She never flew out to the man. Before I stopped messing with her, he flew, but now she flew out to him, and then she gonna post. She posted, when you hang out with somebody's favorite rapper, that goofy okay, whatever. You feel what I'm saying? But that's not the first time that's happened to me. Like, as far as a girl, I stopped dealing with me, and then she do something specifically to get at me. I still won at the end, cause I'm still not gonna hit you up no more. I'm still not gonna text you. Yeah, she got slutted out by Quavo now because I deleted her out my phone. Don't even know a new number. She can't get in contact with me. All of that is over with. You know what I'm saying? Quavo, if you see this, you still didn't win, bruh. That's my leftover second. She didn't mess with you until after she stopped messing with me. It's over, bro. Like, she wouldn't give you a chance. If I was at her, like, if she with Quavo right now, if she's still with Quavo right now, if I call her phone number, she's booking a flight the next day and coming right back to Texas. Okay, she back on my line, and she gonna finesse him out of more dozens of thousands. You feel what I'm saying? And she still gonna do that for me. You feel me? But yeah, she gonna go out to Atlanta, the North Side. You know what I'm saying? She gonna post up North Side, the location, North Side. You know what I'm saying? Like, get your old goof ass. Like,
basically letting it be known that she going to kick it with the Migos now, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She goes, as soon as I block her, delete off everything. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, let me see. I'm curious. What she on? You know what I'm saying? Hit a little story. Boom.
That's crazy, man.
North Side. She flew out some folks. Like, but that just show you how goofy these rappers be. Like, after everything, I know you had to find out at some point, bro. I know you had to find out at some point which lady I was talking about that you was giving money to. Maybe you do that on the regular. You feel me? So you probably ain't know who. She finally flew out to you. You went crazy, I guess. I don't know what y'all did. You feel me? She probably ain't even let you do nothing for real. You feel me? So, yeah, like, that's all that is. Quavo, she probably told him too. He probably know now, like, yeah, that was me. That guy who was saying that was me. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, we here now. You know?
So yeah. It's all good. It's just one of those relationship things that happens. And when you're dealing in that circle with, rappers and things like that, it's one of those things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always wondered this. I always ask a lot of people this. Like, why in the world do rappers mess with the same chicks? It seems like if they mess with the same chicks that the athletes mess with, it's like this weird circle of things, man, which I don't get because you can go to any city in America and find 1,000,000 chicks, 100,000 chicks of that same whatever who nobody knows. You know what I'm saying? So why in the world do they mess in the same circles?
I think it's a like a status symbol. Like, I think that's what it is, like a status symbol. Like, if you can get her, you on the same level as another person. I think that's how they think. Like, if they can best with this person, they on the same level as another person. So if the, or it's like you ever seen a girl, right, and she pick your homie over you, and then you kind of feel like, damn, like, what's up with me? Why you don't want to mess with me too? You feel me? So it's like, it's one of them things. They see they trying to level up, but they trying to feel like they on the same level. They don't want to feel outclassed or outdid by the next person. You feel me? So that's really what it be about. It be all about ego. That's why Future and Drake fell out over a female.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. It's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. But man, with that being said, Chris Jeremiah, we've had an opportunity to talk about a multitude of things today. All of the things that's been going on currently in hip hop. And I gotta have you on more regularly as a guest, man, because I like your takes and I like what the clips do when we put them out there. They do amazing. So, man, with that being said, it wouldn't be right if I didn't give you the floor to shout out anything and all your new projects coming in the future.
Yeah, you know, man. Texas flavor, Mr. A17. This what we do, bro. This what it's just we jack of all trades for real. You know what I'm saying? I got an R&B album coming out, rap album coming out. We got hella content coming out, more interviews, more clips coming, more virality coming out. I'm seeing y'all recognizing me now. I mess with that. This gonna go viral too, so just be ready. Y'all finna see this on a few other platforms. It's gonna happen every time. So you know what I'm saying? Y'all be
Okay. Okay, man, that's a different take, man, because we know you as a rapper. I like that, man. That'll be dope to hear the singing and stuff. That's a good change up,
you ain't know that.
Well, I saw it on your IG, but I mean, as far as your public facing music, most of it was a lot of the rap.
Oh yeah, you sleep. I got you though. Say less. You gonna hear something.
Bet, man. Well, then with that, man, Chris Jeremiah, it's been a pleasure, man. You know we're gonna link up again in the future. I love getting those Texas takes, and we out this piece.
Mm-hmm.
Peace.